Hey, it's Debbie Dobbins, the Queen of Magic, and I wanted to share with you today a little bit about me, because why would you want to follow somebody if you don't know much about them? And whenever I talk about myself, I always start crying, so let's just roll with it. I was 25 years ago, and I've shared this on another video, that I hit absolute rock bottom. I've hit rock bottom a couple of times, but this one was really truly the rock bottom, pretty much of all the rock bottoms. And I found myself so far up to my eyeballs in debt, and alienated everybody in my life, and addiction was a huge component of my life. I was 100 pounds overweight. I'm trying to think what else. The IRS was after me. And I was afraid that someone was going to find out what my secrets were. And I, of course, was afraid of that. But at the same time, I thought, you know what would be really cool is if I could get on like a Jerry Springer show and have everything revealed. Like, why would I want to be on television and reveal that? I don't know. But that somehow or another, the people that were involved would come together and we would sing Kumbaya or something, some version of that. And as it turns out, you got to be careful for what you pray for. So I was sitting in my living room. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was having a garage sale, selling everything in my life, thinking I could get up some money to repay some of the money that I owe to people, especially my brother. And I'm sitting in the one piece of furniture that I had left, which was this recliner, and I heard this knock on the door. And it was my brother and his wife. And all I could hear in my head was, thank God the jig is up. Thank God the jig is up. Because at least at that point, I could start to deal with it. Because no matter what your secrets are, if you keep them smushed down, they are dying to get up. I just put makeup on. So, anyways, he came in, and trust me when I say my sister-in-law is not the forgiving type. So she didn't want to do what my brother did. But here's the thing, is that he and I sat there and had a conversation, and I had to be honest and say what had happened, even though probably he figured out most of it. But he said these words to me that I'll never forget. And if you can have somebody in your life to do that for you, you have magic. He said, I forgive you because you're my sister. That's unconditional love. And I hope that I give that to the people that I work with, that I share with, that I see in the groups and the retreats that I give. But here's the good news, is that I went from being completely at the bottom. And the first thing that I knew that I had to do, because he forgave me, but I had to forgive myself. So no matter where you are, no matter what you think about your life, you have to forgive you, number one. And then you can start forgiving other people. I'm so sorry about this crying thing. I hate people that say I'm sorry, but I'm trying to have this normal YouTube channel. But I also knew that money wasn't the thing. I knew I could create money. And my addiction was preventing part of that. But I want you to hear this about creating wealth. It isn't something that you do outside of yourself. I sometimes get a little upset when I hear YouTubers or people doing marketing on social media that are telling you, make money doing this, right? Do Facebook this, do Amazon that, invest in real estate, which all of those things are great. I'm not diminishing the outlets that they give to you, But the thing is if you don't get this right and you don't get this right, I don't care what process you use. Number one, you're not going to be happy. Number two, you're going to do something that you're not passionate about. And number three, you're going to have the block because all of your money stories are going to come floating to the surface. All of your toxic traditions and the things that keep you stuck. And I remember this so clearly. I don't know where I was or what was about to happen, but I remember saying, I would be happy if I lived in a box, literally, because the happiness starts from right here. And if you can't feel that energy and feel what it feels like and vibrate that energy so that you can attract in all of that good, no matter where you are, if you're at rock bottom, you're somewhere in the middle, or you're even up here. I don't know about you, but I've heard and worked with so many people that actually do have money, and they are the most unhappy people on the planet. So I always ask people, would you rather be rich or would you rather be happy? Because you can be both, don't get me wrong. But if you had a choice and that was your only choice, would you choose to be rich or would you choose to be happy? I would choose to be happy. Because I know that with the happiness, I create the wealth. The wealth just pours in on me. And you can have that same experience. So I'm inviting you to subscribe to this channel just because it's about being consistent with hearing these messages, hearing this good, hearing the idea that you are the creator of your life, that nobody can take that away from you, that happiness is not about the outside and the external. No matter how many things you get, they're never going to heal a hole in your heart that's wanting to fill that with something outside of you. I'm often struck by the idea of Jesus and Mother Teresa. Two people that had absolutely nothing but the clothes on their back, really, but yet they had everything. Everything. I think there's a quote in the Bible that says, Jesus, just take up your staff and go. Where do you want to be in your life? Because that is the feeling that you want to create right here, right now. You don't have to be there to do this now. That's the beauty of it. You have the absolute power to control your feelings and emotions, the congruence in your heart and your mind together create this vortex, this energetic field that you send out vibratory waves that bring back exactly what you're feeling and thinking. And if you don't believe that, then test it. Because I promise you, that is the universal law. But the problem is that we're so confused. Our reality, we call it our reality. It is the real ideas that you're creating that reality with. So if you want to have a more magical life, I invite you to watch this channel, to subscribe, to join our programs, to pick up a phone and have a discovery call with me. Because if you don't take action, if you do the same thinking, the same behaving, and the same feeling that you did yesterday, you're going to get the same thing that you have today. The only way to make a difference for your tomorrow is to do something different today. And it doesn't have to be big. It can be such a little movement. I started June 3rd this year. I cracked myself up because I was actually a little upset over the last year because of some family dynamics, and I like to eat my feelings, and I had gained weight, and I said, I just need to make one forward movement. And what I did was I went on social media, I created a TikTok account and started holding myself accountable to the TikTok universe, which is hilarious because it's not anybody there really holding me accountable, but I put my word out. Declare what you want. Put in the comments here, what is it that you want in your life? Because you can create it. And when you speak it out loud and you ask other people to say, I hold you accountable, magic happens. Absolute magic. And if you want to know more about a magical retreat, click on the link below, because I'm telling you, this December, the universe is going to spin on its axis in a very special way. So, as I always say, y'all come back now, you hear? Bye.